Hello friends, myself Ravi and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will learn what is input and what is form and how we can implement input and forms into the HTML. So without getting late, let's dive into the tutorial. Input tag is used to take the user input and HTML provides one tag called input tag in order to take the inputs, and this is single tag. So if you see, it has nothing like one closing and opening tag, and these input tags have few properties. Let's see it one by one. So the most used properties like type. So type is the type of input that you want to enter. So you have a lot of types like button, checkbox, color, date and time, file, hidden, email. So these are the bunch of types that are available. And most common use type is text. And if I put text and if I refresh the browser, you can see we have this input box and you can type anything into it. Okay. Now you can also add property called value equals to, let's say, Ravi, and if I refresh the browser you can see the name here, right? Now if you only want to view this, Ravi, if you see, if I want to remove it I can remove it from here, but if you want to only see the value and if you don't want to remove it, you can add one more property that is called disabled. And if I refresh the browser you can see now you cannot change the input, right? Now let's remove this. Suppose you want to give a user certain information, so you can also use one property is called placeholder. You can write something like enter user name. Okay, and if I refresh the browser you can see now we have this suggestion, but as you click here you can write anything into it. Okay, now let's first remove this placeholder. You can also use type equals to password. Okay, now if I refresh it and in the input if I type something you can see it is typed in encoded form. You cannot know what is being typed, right? So it's HTML way to hide the input. Okay, so this is one type. Another types are, you can give the type as date, and if I refresh the browser you can see, right, you can select the date from here. Another type is range, and if I refresh the browser you can see, right, we can slide this thing, right? Another input type are submit. So submit is used to submit the input, right? If you refresh it you can see this submit button, right? Let me again go to the text type. Now you can enter the input here, but in order to make this input box functional, by functional I mean you want to take the input and then you need to apply some logic on it and then submit it. So in order to do that you need to use the JavaScript. That is out of scope from this tutorial, but you can learn the JavaScript in order to make it functional. Now in order to take input we have one option also, that is text area. So text area is one tag. Text area is one tag and it comes with opening and closing tag. Okay, and this text area, the difference with input and text area is The input will provide only the single line to take the input, right? But if I refresh the page, you can see here, right? It will provide more than one line. Okay, and you can also add property to this text area, that is width. Suppose I give width equals to 30. Okay, if I give columns equals to double quotes 100, if I refresh it, you can see, right, this takes a lot of space here, right? So you can configure it accordingly. So you can write a lot of things here. Okay, so this is the basic difference between the input and text area. So you can use both to take the inputs. But a text area is basically used to show the text. If you have a lot of text, form acts as a wrapper of this all input. So inside the form you will have all the inputs. So form is used to grouping the inputs. So you will use something like form tag here. Okay, and inside this form tag you will have these inputs. Okay, let me refresh it. So you see here, but in order to make this form functional, like if you want to take the input and then submit the data, you need to use the JavaScript for it. I'm just giving you information to uh, create a layout using HTML. Okay, so that's all about forms and input. If you have any question regarding this tutorial, please comment it below. I will definitely try to answer it. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please do subscribe my channel to get more updates. Thanks and have a nice day.